What's up, guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about building habits. You know, I've talked about the last few months struggling with the calorie deficit, maintaining my goals, still building muscle, staying consistent on the workouts, on the bike, and it's really just a habit that I formed at this point. You know, it's been 3 months now where I have not taken a break on the bike. It's 7 days a week right now on the bike. You know, sometimes it's 2 hours, there's times where it's an hour and 40 minutes, there's times where it's almost 3 hours. But one thing that remains the constant is the act of doing it. And it is a habit. You know, it's something that does not change for me. I am going to get on the bike, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to work out. I've gotten to that point where it's not even a question. But it wasn't always like that. I started working out 4 days a week, 20 minutes on the bike. That's all I was doing. 367 pounds. And I kept doing it. And I added more time. I added the hour. I was doing an hour for a year. And then for 2 years, I'm doing 2 hours. 3 years into the journey, now, it's past the 3-year mark now. It's going to be past the 3-year mark in July that I've been on my weight loss journey. And 100%, the way I formed the habit of, it sounds silly, of exercising is the consistency. The consistency and forming the habit, they go hand in hand. And if you're actively trying and you have a fucking guide, you know, you made a routine, telling you, people laugh at me when I say to have something written down, whether it's on a computer, on a notepad, on your phone, but to actually have a routine made up, something where you know, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is how much I'm gonna do it, and this is how long I'm gonna go for. Having that, making that list, that routine, that schedule, I say think about it like work. It's better than work because you control it. You make it what it is. You can set the schedule for your workout routine, fit it around your life. But you don't miss work. You don't think, oh, I can't go to work today. And that's the kind of concept you want to have for your weight loss journey. You want to have that thought like, oh, I can't miss my workout. I can't afford, you go to work. I can't afford to miss work. Got to pay rent. Why is it any different for your body? I can't afford to miss a day of working out. I can't afford to not get on the bike because my body needs it. You know, staying in the calorie deficit is how you will lose weight, and it is how the numbers go down. I have fluctuated with my calorie deficit the last 2 months, been open about that, but one thing I can clearly see is muscle forming still, my body feeling good, moving and pushing and pulling and jumping and squatting. I've recently, in the last 3 weeks, been implementing a lot of squats. If you know, in the past I've had knee surgeries, so these are no weights, just deep squats, double sleeved up, something I was never really able to do. And by doing that, making it more consistent in these squats, I've had more knee mobility than I've ever had before. And it all stems and comes from the consistency of, the idea of the video is building the habit, right? And to build the habit, you have to do it. You have to keep implementing it. They say something like it takes 21 days to build a habit. I don't know if that's true, but I do feel like, hey, if you have a schedule set and you say, hey, for these 5 days, I'm gonna work out from this time to this time, and you consistently do it, after a month of you consistently working out, you will have a better habit formed. It's not gonna work for everyone, but and it took me longer than a month to really hone it down. It probably is 6 months where I could really say it was habit forming with the exercise, because it's not like crack or cigarettes or meth where you're just going to get addicted to it. Exercise is tiresome, is rough. It can be very annoying and cumbersome. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. But it's one of those things where it's like the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more your body, your mind will actually crave it. You would be surprised at sometimes how enthusiastic I am. Oh, it's time to go exercise. Let's go. Let's get it. That was never something I ever thought of when I was 300 pounds. That was never something that even crossed my mind. So when I say like just staying consistent and doing the workouts, not only will it help you form the habit, but it will help you break shittier habits. When you end up exercising and working out consistently, your body gets tired. It needs rest, it needs relaxation. It also needs nutrients. And when you're giving your body shitty foods and not whole foods, and you're not cooking your own meals and you're just eating processed shit, your body's gonna react to that. Building a consistent workout, you need the diet too. And that's just gonna come from the same concept of implementing better foods, healthier foods over time, limiting the calories slowly over time. Like I said, if you want to jumpstart your diet, just track what you're eating for the first month. Don't change anything. See how many calories you consume on a daily basis, and then slowly taper that off. Whether it's 1 week, you're like, okay, I usually consume 2,500 calories. I want to consume 2,300 calories this week. And you slowly begin to do that until you're in your calorie deficit. And by easing your way into that, you're forming a habit of getting used to not consuming as much food, you know? And that's something where I'm falling off right now, where I've been getting extra, like a donut here or some ice cream there and a lot of extra protein. And it's been having my weight fluctuate, but I'm still eating my vegetables. I'm still exercising, and I've really gotten back on the calorie deficit. I'm under 230. I'm gonna get there. You know, I want to hit that 185. I'm not gonna let it slip through. Been fluctuating from like 220 to 235 for the last 2 to 3 months. And I got a goal to bring that down, and it's just something that the consistency and the habits I formed will help me get there. And I want you to get there, you know? It's easy to say, just do it and it'll form the habit. But that's why I say make the schedule, make the routine. You have to set yourself up for success. And that's really what these videos are about, is like the little tools, little things. If one of these videos I make can help you jumpstart your journey or help you change your mindset for something in your life, then it was all worth it. But that's all I got for you guys. It can be done. You can lose the weight. You can start your journey. You just have to want it. You have to apply yourself. You gotta stay positive, man. This world can be so gut-wrenching and so fucked up. And you have to maintain that positivity. And you gotta start your weight loss journey today. Stay positive, guys.